but you got to pay attention to the board just real quick. Sorry, I'm 2 minutes late. I apologize for that. I do value your guys' time. What's the point of this meeting? I've heard this quite often. It's basically to go over what we expect going into the off season. Are some things that I say difficult to swallow a little bit? Probably, but that's okay. We have expectations, and I will get through that. Our coaches will elaborate on things. If we want to be successful at Madison, and I don't care what sport we're playing, we have got to be dedicated to the off season. I don't care what sport you're playing. If you're not willing to put in the time, we're going to suffer. Point blank. Okay? The thing is winning the offseason. We have to win the offseason. We are 0-2 the past 2 years going into offseason. That's point blank all there is to it. And I will take full responsibility for us being bad. Okay? Because we didn't do things right in the offseason. I think we have been able to adjust a few things. We have had things adjusted for us that I'll elaborate on in just a minute. But we have to win the offseason. If we don't win the offseason, we're going to face CHCA in the sectional finals, and they're going to be a lot bigger, a lot faster, and a lot stronger than us. And that's what we ran into. Offseason. Guys, parents, it has to be a priority. It has to be a priority. If it's not a priority to you, it's not going to be a priority to us during the season's time. Yes, it's hard and it's exhausting. Sure, you may not, I put down, sure, you may not be the next Mike Trout, but if you don't work as hard as you can, you definitely won't be. Embrace it. That's the time you build bonds with your teammates and coaches. We want to see guys go all out in the off season. We have not had that. Communication. From now on, no more final forms because I have guys that go to Butler Tech, and I apologize to the Edwards and the Woods family for that. Remind app. Download it now. If you don't have it, download it. That is our code. Okay? If you don't have it, that's the way I got to communicate. That way it gets to the parents and to the players. Okay? If you don't get it tonight, I'm going to flip to the next slide. If you don't get it tonight, no big deal. Send me an email. I'll shoot you over there. Or if you signed in, I got your phone number, I will add you guys in there as well. I don't want to miss anybody. That way, communication is always at the top of our priority. I'm going to talk about grades. Okay? Student athlete. You got to be the student first, or you don't get to perform and be an athlete. Okay? There's always confusion. I had a 1.5. You did, but you didn't pass 5 classes. I passed 5 classes. You did, but you didn't have a 1.5 GPA. To be clear to parents and players, it is a 1.5 and 5 core classes. But I got a great grade in gym class. Perfect. Doesn't count. That's not my rule. That's the OHSA's rule. Gym, aiding, tutoring doesn't count. It doesn't count towards your GPA. It doesn't count towards, so that's not a core class. Those are not core classes. Our first quarter ends October 12th. Anybody that's playing a fall or winter sport, we had a meeting 2 weeks ago in here, and we explained to the students, you have until October 12th to get above a 1.5 and pass 5 core classes. You will be ineligible from October 18th through December 23rd. That's when grades drop is December 23rd. The quarter ends, I want to say a week before December 23rd. Was it 17th? 16th. So, second quarter, that will affect baseball spring athletes. Okay? Second quarter ends December 16th. Grades will drop on the 23rd. You will be academically ineligible from December 23rd through March 17th. This is going to sound harsh. This is going to sound like this, but I'm going to tell you. Your grades are not a priority. I can guarantee you baseball is not a priority to us, or to you. Okay? You can try out, but you're not participating, and you're taking spots with people who made it a priority. Okay? Third quarter Ends March 10th. Will be ineligible from March 17th through the last day of school, May 25th. Fourth quarter grades affects the fall of 2023. Okay? So, well, it doesn't matter to me, I'm just a spring athlete. Well, it does matter to you, because then if you want to roll over and play in the fall, it's gonna affect you. Okay? I know that the bottom one's hard to see, but it says final forms. Okay? Parents, please make sure that physicals are up to date and all forms are signed on final forms. Okay? Off season, what's it going to consist of? Strength and conditioning and off-season baseball workouts. We're going to get better at hitting, we're going to get better at fielding, we're going to get better at being mentally challenged, because our mental game as a whole is not very good, and that's why we've been young, we've shut down, and we don't know how to compete. That's what we're going to learn. We're going to learn to compete. The new OHSA rule that just came out yesterday, I was actually thrilled. I let the coaches know immediately as soon as it came out. In the past, 6 guys were allowed to work out with the coaching staff. Now it's 6 guys per coach. Okay? So if Coach Yaney's got hitting, Coach Webb's got pitching, and I've got the weight room, we can keep those guys moving and we can do segments. We used to have to say, all right, Hoss, go catch bullpen, hopefully you get your lift in, and stuff like that, and it was hard. Yeah, at big schools, that's easy, because you can split time segments. We don't know who's going to show up half the time to our off-season stuff. Okay? So now they get to do more baseball stuff, and we get to put an emphasis on arm care, and we get to put an emphasis on our strength and conditioning part, too. Because everybody loves to condition. So we're so excited about that. I can see the excitement in all the players' face right now. Strength and conditioning. It is expected players are involved in the off-season workouts. If they're not playing a winter sport, let me rephrase this again. If you are playing a winter sport, you are 110% excused from baseball activity. Play sports. Be involved. Do other stuff. Totally fine. I'm going to repeat. If you play a winter sport, don't come to us. Your commitment to the weight room during the off-season will be a factor into your tryout evaluation. Why do I put that there? Because if it's not a priority to you, it's not going to be a priority to our coaching staff come evaluation time, because you didn't want to put the work in. We don't want to have to try to drag you along and catch you up to speed on everything. That's not fair to the team. Failure to build your strength, agility, and conditioning in the off-season can be a determining factor when it comes to making the baseball team. That's just the way it is. Off-season baseball workouts. The single most important thing you can do in the off-season is get in shape and be productive. The word productive is bolded in all capital letters, because at Madison we have a huge issue. We tell our parents we were in the weight room. We were there for activity, but we weren't there to be productive. This off-season, these dudes are going to be there. They're going to be productive. And we're going to make sure of it. No more sitting around eating candy in the weight room. No more doing stuff that you think that you're going to do. Because if you remember the last workout we had last year, that's the way it's going to be. Someone's going to be doing something at all times. We're not going back to the old style. Everybody's going to be doing something. Because we want you bigger, faster, and stronger. It's the player's job to individually get better during the off-season and then maintain that during the season. Tweak, fine-tune, don't completely just change things in the middle of the season. That's not the time for it. That's what the off-season's for. We have to get better as a team during the season. So, if you feel that your player is getting worse during the season, I can guarantee you your player didn't get better during the off-season. Tentative schedule. We will finalize this, but I just wanted you guys to see a quote-unquote tentative schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3:30 to 5:30, down at the field house, on the field turf, wherever it may be. Bring sleeves, bring sweatpants. You don't know when you're going to go outside. Okay? I will send out the final schedule through our Remind app. Okay? A few reminders. You're right, the off-season isn't mandatory. Neither is your playing time. A couple issues we run into with younger guys. No travel ball while high school is in season will cause student athlete to be ineligible. Don't run into that factor. Don't worry. Listen, you can do your off-season stuff with your teams, your select teams, travel teams. I don't care. That's fine. But after a certain day, I think it's February 20th, is the first official day this year. You are not allowed to do anything else with your travel team. Okay? Just because you attend off-season workouts does not mean you will be on the team. I heard this in the past. Well, little Johnny was at everything. Yeah, but he's just, unfortunately, not skilled enough to be a part of the program. I am not allowed to do anything, nor the coaching staff. We are not allowed to tell a player they are not a part of the program before February 20th. And I don't want to have a kid come up to us and say, we worked so hard all during the off-season. Yes, you may have. But my job is to put together the best part of the baseball program and play the best players. Okay? JV, different story. We want kids to play. Okay? But that's straightforward. A few other things. This is not pay to play. This is, I don't have to play your son. He has to earn it. Okay? You're being very harsh. No. I've been doing this way too long and answering these same questions that I don't want anybody to say I didn't say it. We're recording this right now. That way if people have questions, it's on recording. We can say, we've told you so. Well, I wasn't at the meeting. That's your problem. Okay? Pay to participate fee is $200, as you know. During the season, it is paid to be a part of a program, not playing time. So if it's not for you, that's okay. But we just want to be transparent. It's paid to be a part of a program. It's not paid to play. It is paid to participate. My last thing. The coaching staff will be spending a lot of time with your son. I will treat them like my own. If my daughter does something, my daughter's doing something wrong, I get mad at them too. I love them to death. That means getting on to them when he's being a knucklehead. If he says I yelled at him, he's probably telling the truth. But I also love them like my own, so remember that. Yes, we will yell at your kids. Yes, we will be hard on your kids. But I can promise you one thing. We love your kids. We wouldn't keep coming back to doing this if we didn't love your kids. Okay? Help needed. As I just bit your head off for the last 10 minutes, I need your help. I'm just straightforward and transparent. That's just the way it is. Okay? Concession stand workers, I know not everybody has a Mind app, especially the new people coming in. Okay? We need help with concession stands. Do I know the dates on those? Not really. The boosters kind of just ask baseball at the last second because I told them if they need us, just let us know. And I think we've had 4 times we've already worked. Or Brody's shaking her head because I see her and some Whistler family are up there all the time. They're always in the concession stand. They need help. Do we need help? We need help. Okay? Baseball, sorry, I signed you up on an as-needed basis. Okay? I don't ask you to do something that I would not do myself. I'm there.
The baseball account gets money for that too.
Yeah, we get money to the account. Is it?
It's $25 a game.
Yeah, $25 a game. Okay.
A JV varsity is $50.
So it benefits us as well. Okay. Land of Illusion parking. I'm waiting on Alexa Murphy to get me dates on those. It's usually Friday nights. They're long nights, but we get $800 a night when we work there. Okay. We need adults, seniors. I don't know if anybody's in here, or I don't know if they'll take 17-year-olds. In years past, we've squeezed a few in there, but you will always be with an adult at those times. But I need parents' help for that. Okay. Usually we show up there about 7, I think. Dave worked a couple of times. Yeah, I think we show up there. Trish, you were there about 7 o'clock. We worked till about midnight. I mean, then everybody signs a sheet. Terry, you were there as well. But we sign a sheet, and they just paid the baseball program. Okay, so it's a good money maker for us. We need help. I need adults. Okay. quarter auction in months to come. We'll get information out about that. That is actually a pretty fun event. And Tony and Alexa Murphy said they will come back and help because they enjoy it. It's a pretty cool event and fundraiser for our program. So that's stuff you will see, and adults, again, need your help, okay? Coaches, regarding anything.
I'm good. Look forward to it.
We're ready to go. I mean, we are ready to go. Coach, when's it gonna start? November 1st. I always start November 1st. Reason is, fall seasons are concluded. Winter seasons have already started. So if you're not on a winter team, I expect you to be there. Coach, I can't make it because I stubbed my big toe. Well, your toe may hurt, but you can still be there. Your toe may hurt, but you can still be there. Okay? I'll be 100% honest. I'm tired of getting outplayed, tired of getting outcoached, and I'm tired of losing. Because that's not who we are. And I'll be the first person to take responsibility for the lack of it. Okay? These guys come here, they give a lot of time and effort away from their families, other coaches as well, and I'm grateful for those guys. Because they are dedicated to it. Okay? Does anybody have any parents or players have any questions?
Are you still looking at the field or the spring break stuff this year again?
Yeah, I don't have any information solidified yet, so I have been waiting. Usually you get into October, you start hearing things back, but haven't heard anything back just yet. Anybody else? Questions? You guys good? If there's no questions, comments, I'll send out remind. If you don't have it, let me know, and we'll get rock and roll November 1st.